is up, guys? Today is now day 5 of week 2, and we're just really kind of getting into it now. So things are a little chaotic in here. There's stuff everywhere, but we're making good progress. I'm gonna try and finish off the cab area today, at least the underside, get everything put back, put the wall back, have everything sealed with spray foam insulation, get all the little cracks and whatnot covered, and then I'm going to have the wall back, and this is kind of all going to be a bit raw for a bit. The ceiling's going to be out, and I'm going to try and mount my panels in this general area, so this is all kind of just going to be crazy for a little bit. But I want to get the ceiling of the cab area finished and finish off the edges, get everything bolted back down, put the window frames back on, and just kind of tuck that all away. I also finished sealing that crack in the rear passenger quarter last night. I managed to get everything kind of dried out and cleaned up, and I got some more gaps and cracks. This one's specifically for larger areas, like it's up to 3 inches, and that one's probably about 2 inches, so it should fill it all pretty nicely. I checked how firm it is, and it doesn't move anymore. I caulked the edges with silicone as well on the exterior, so that should keep anything from getting in, and the insulation is also waterproof, so it should keep like if for some mysterious reason moisture were to get in there, the insulation will kind of take care of that and repel it, and as long as that's making good contact with everything in there is protected. And I'll show you guys how it kind of expanded outwards. So we're gonna get hopefully some of these boards up on the underside of the cab, and I also sprayed a lot of this area with the mold preventative spray. I'm gonna finish that off once this board's lifted up, and we're gonna make some good progress. So this is what everything's looking like at the moment. A lot of the insulation is taken out. The insulation for the boards are back there. For the front, this wall completely I had to take out to access the screws for this portion of things. And there's like exposed screws here that I wasn't able to get out, so I had to kind of pry it up. And these are the guys that I'm gonna have to be taking out. They go up until this point, but these ones I discovered that they're beneath this, so I'm gonna have to angle grind them off or something because I'm not dealing with that. I'm just gonna screw these boards directly down through this, or I may just screw upwards and make my life easy, but we'll see what happens. I'm gonna leave the front for the end because I don't have an angle grinder on me at the moment, so yeah. Also, here's the spray foam insulation that I put in. I already trimmed off this corner piece, but just for reference, it was like that, with this major piece oozed out. I left the door open overnight. I didn't think anyone was gonna steal my generator. It's bolted into the frame, so I figured I'd take my chances. And then here's the silicone bead. I don't think it's fully cured yet because it's still a little bit malleable, especially the pieces that are in the sun, but seems pretty sturdy, and if I need to, I'll run another bead over it on the bottom here just to make sure everything is secure. And then on the back side, I haven't trimmed this yet, but here you can see on the rear where I saw that there was a big gap, oozed out like crazy, and here's a little bit as well. So we're gonna trim that off and then we're gonna get to work on the inside.
It's like I'm feeling a vibe at a whole nother level. Crazy to say, but I feel one with the music. Yeah.
Brandy Buck Beats.
Making this music to talk with divine, I swear it be deeper than rap. They be like, Tone, when you gonna blow up? I swear it's deeper than that. 10 years in the basement making these songs. Before I was spiritual tone. Before I had people just calling my phone and say that they rock with most of my songs. Let's talk about life, let's figure it out. I do it for love, they do it for clout. We all looking for fulfillment. Can't find it in money, I know you can vouch. Remember that day I told mama I'm out. Scariest feeling, I know you can vouch. Something within me said live with no doubt. Live with no doubt and figure it out. Even if I gotta sleep on the couch. Intuition started speaking out loud. Something in me couldn't live in a drought. Ain't waiting for it, so you know what I'm about. Hit the road, got it all in the count. Really wasn't about the dollar amount. Feeling like I really figured it out. I was trying to get my family route. Nobody trying to hear me though. Nobody hardly hear my phone. Had money, but I felt alone. Late nights on that road alone. Traveling into the deep unknown. Through it all, man, I had to grow. Who would know I would break the code? Who would know? Don't tell me shit about my life, don't tell me shit. Tell me shit. I learned too much about my life, don't tell me shit. Tell me shit. I'm out here living how I want, don't tell me shit. Tell me shit. I raise the vibe just how I want, don't tell me shit. Tell me shit. They getting mad because they couldn't sell me shit. Yeah, they couldn't sell me shit. Sell me shit. I want them vibes higher, it's irrelevant. I don't care about what you think about it. Don't tell me shit. I'm out raising them vibes again. I feel like Kevin Gates, so I spread my wings and I fly again. They say he's spiritual and they wondering why he high again. Can't tell you why again, I fell in love with that sky again. Said it 1,000 times, I fall off, I'ma try again. It's a game of life, you either learn it, either sink or swim. I feel that real love, that's unconditional. I feel that's what we meant for, I feel that's what I'm sent for. That's the real self. I've been going with the flow, but we all know how it goes. Lately been putting my mind at ease. Lately been putting my mind at ease. Ease my mind, ease my mind, ease my mind, ease my mind. And all I feel with you is peace. Lately been putting my mind at ease. Let me take your mind on a trip. Somewhere far away we can't duck. Ever been too high like them limps? Had that LSD kiss. Yeah, yo. Really, I'm not tryna think again. I've been really on a high, you know. 28, feel like 24. I've been really feeling fly, you know. Life is a canvas, paint my pictures just the way that I want it. Tell my people I'ma always love them. That don't mean I'm about to listen though. Feeling love.
Okay, so made my first cut. This is the off cut. I'm gonna see if this will fit anywhere, but it may be a bit too short. Hopefully that's not the case, but if so, I'll just use it for like any little trim pieces. I can cut it in half, do whatever. But we got the first board put in. I have it jammed in this frame of the actual like chassis frame, so it doesn't come out all the way, but the other ones are going to, so I'm gonna have like something that sits in here to fill this space, and then I'm gonna face it and it'll come down straight. I stopped it right about here. There should be enough space for one board. Like yeah, that should be enough space for one board. I'm either gonna have to like hammer that down or get an angle grinder and try and cut that away, but that's like kind of in the way. Straight across is curved piece that I'm gonna have to figure out, and then this side is just a replica of this side, so I'm gonna get the sides built out and then I'll check in with you guys, but it's looking promising. Alright guys, I'm finally done the sides. I haven't done the very front strip because it's a curved piece, and these screws I can't take out because the wood framing on top's in the way. So I need an angle grinder so I can cut those off, and then I can mount my final pieces. It's gonna be a little tricky to get this curve properly, but we're gonna try our best. And this lighting's not very good. It washes everything out, so I'll show you again in the next video, but when it's all complete in daylight, hopefully. But we got the trim piece in. Everything fits really nice. I just need to add a skinny piece there, and then the front, and then frame it out, and then I may or may not put a piece on the front. I feel like it wouldn't really work very well, but other than that, I trimmed the excess pieces off here and here and here, so it doesn't come out like rounded anymore. It's a straight square. So I think that looks pretty good. The only thing is, when I had all this lifted up, I had the opportunity to take out the main insulation for this top cab part that goes here, and yeah, so obviously you can see this discovered some pretty serious water damage. I'm not exactly sure how long this has been here. I don't know if it's from yesterday's storm. It seems pretty fresh, just due to the fact that it's soaking wet. I already scraped out a lot of it and vacuumed it, so this isn't even as the worst of it. Like, it was way worse than this. And those tiny microscopic little bugs, they were all chilling in this one spot, in the wet spot. So now I know where they came from. I'm really glad that I took this piece up, because it was the one piece that I was not going to pick up because it proved to be extremely difficult without being able to remove this fully. But I have it propped up, so it's working out pretty well. But look, I've already been scraping this crud off. I don't know if it's technically mold or not. It's just like, yeah, not cool. I've already sprayed the mold spray before I started working on it, just to be sure. But that piece at the back is my foam insulation. At first I thought it was because of those holes that are on the front that I put the spray foam insulation on. But then I went outside, and there's a piece in this corner behind this insulation which I sprayed an intense amount of spray foam in, and one of the screws for the CB radio and a piece of on the trim, on like the edge where the seal is, some of the spray foam just oozed through. So obviously there's a hole there. The spray foam should take care of it, and I'm gonna caulk over it now, so I shouldn't be getting any more water in. It's literally actively raining as I'm filming this, so hopefully that prevents any further damages in terms of water. But it was coming in through this corner right here, just trickling down, and that makes sense because over there some of the wood was soft. It wasn't like rotted, but it was a bit soft. So I added all of that in, and I'm gonna clean this up, spray it down again, clean it again tomorrow, and just let it dry for a while. And hopefully it kind of just sorts itself out, because this is literally the floor to this piece outside, the overhanging compartment on the front. So I can't just cut this out. It's literally just a thin piece of like pressboard and then the aluminum body, and that's it. So I don't really have a choice, to be quite honest with you. Although it is unfortunate and it looks pretty bad, I know I'll be able to fix this up, clean it, and make it look a lot better. And we'll just spray foam the edges to prevent any more potential leak coming into this area, and we'll just keep pushing through. Alright guys, this is it for day 5 of week 2. I hope you enjoyed this video. We definitely got a lot done today, and I'm pretty proud of all the progress we've made. With having to do so many little things along the way, because each time you try and go do a main project, you find 5 little things that need to get done before you can even accomplish that. So a list of 5 things becomes a list of 20 things very quickly. And we tackled them with efficiency today, and I'm really proud of everything we got done. The vision is starting to come together. It's just a little bit more work, and we'll have this cab area squared away, and then I can actually start planning how I'm going to build it out in terms of having the final touches on, such as the planters and everything else, whatever I decide to do there. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, I appreciate you tuning in, and yeah, it means a lot to me. One love, everybody. Peace.